Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to our very first episode of Hoy and Tomorrow.
Yes, welcome.
Welcome. I'm Maribel Serrano.
And I'm Veronica Estrada.
And we are so thrilled about everything that we're about to show you and all the content we're going to share with you. We are in a space where we really want to be present for our community, our multicultural and Latin/Hispanic community, and share insights, tips about personal development. And this is something that's very needed right now. So what do you think, Veronica?
Yeah, I'm super excited that we're able to take this endeavor on. It's something that I've always wanted to do. And certainly now that, I'm embarking on a new life as an entrepreneur, I'm so excited to have the freedom to actually say whatever I want and not have to be held back by the confines of a big corporate, business that's employing me. So I'm really excited to share some of the body optimization hacks that I've learned and that I've experientially tried. And I'm just so excited to share, again, our stories. And even though we have so many similarities, there's also so many differences in our stories. And we want to share that with you guys so that you all can see yourselves also in our stories.
Yes. And also the fact that we're growing so much as a population, and we believe in the improvement of our community socially and economically, and the importance of providing new content that people can apply in their lives in real time and habits, so that our communities can learn to progress, to be better for themselves, better for their social circles, at work, in their business. And
Exactly.
so that is what we're bringing to the table. And so thank you guys so much. I know some of you started following us already on social media at Hoy and Tomorrow. And this episode is about our why.
Yes.
So it's the key episode. So if you're here for the beginning, welcome.
And thank you.
And please share this with your networks because we want you to make this part of your self-care routine.
Yes.
So what would be the best way, do you think, for people to tune in and watch these episodes?
I'd say you don't need a lot of time for them. So each episode's gonna be about 10 minutes or so, where it's gonna be packed with advice, with our stories. So definitely take notes and be ready to jot down some of the tips that we share, because a lot of the training that we did in terms of personal development was free. And so we want to share these takeaways with you so that you can start implementing them in your life and start up-leveling your mindset, your health, how you show up in the world, how you show up at work, and helping with decreased road rage. Like, we really want to make a positive impact in our community. And we're here, because others helped us, others mentored us, others were our sponsors.
Yeah.
And it's important for us to continue to pay it forward.
Yes. And so for those of you who are maybe wondering, well, what is personal development? Or, what does this look like? It can be anything from meditating, therapy, reading a great book, gardening, watching a show that makes you feel happy, talking to someone that you just really trust, getting a massage, anything that is going to help you take care of yourself.
Yes.
And help you open up and develop into living your best self and growing into that person that is going to bring the best to any situation.
That's
and
right.
so you get to decide what that looks like for you, and we get to share different ways, different strategies that have worked for us. And you will learn more about us in upcoming episodes, because I'll be interviewing Veronica. She'll be interviewing me. So you'll learn more about the trauma we experienced, how we got through it, how we are every day practicing our self-care, and how this is a habit that we've made part of our daily routine.
Yeah. And I think, part of life is, and what brings us all together is suffering. All humanity suffers. And so I think it's important to be ready when something happens. Indubitably, something's going to happen in life that doesn't go your way. You either don't get the promotion, you get let go from your job, you get into a car accident,
Go through a divorce.
You get divorced, right? You have a kid and then you don't know who you are anymore. Like, there's so many things that change and transformations that we go through as humans. And personal development for me has really been the way that I look at my areas of improvement. And you know, the biggest room in the world is a room for improvement. So,
and we're here to let you know that no matter what you're going through, it's okay. You're human. There is light at the end. There is growth.
Yes.
You have to go through the struggle. So we're here. See us as almost like your online friends, therapists, mentors. Make this part of your self-care routine. And another reason this is so important is because right now in the US, 37.5% of the population is multicultural. That is a huge number. And out of that 37.5%, almost 20% is Latino Hispanic. And we will be using those terms interchangeably: Latin, Latino, Latina, Latinx, Hispanic. So, you know, we'll just, whenever we use those words, it encompasses the entire community.
Yeah, I think, you know, we want to focus on helping first and second generation Americans just like us. You know, I was born here, and I know I have a lot of friends that I met at Pepperdine that were also born in other countries, but now they are Americans. And so that mindset of, you know, the immigrant mentality, or the parents being, you know, not from this country, all of that, there's definitely a thread that carries on through, regardless of being Latino or another minority. And, you know, another thing,
regardless of your background or your immigration status or generation, we're all here to become better people. We're here to make our communities better, to be better for our friends and families, and to provide more and just be the best that we can. And so this is just makes me so excited.
I know.
Because this is the content that we need, because as we grow in population, we should also be growing in our social influence, economic influence.
Yeah.
And for all of that, we need platforms like this to tune into, to make part of our lives, so that we can increase also the way we present ourselves and what we do in our day-to-day lives.
Exactly. And another key thing is that, you know, we are both millennials, and we know that almost 50% of the population is going to be in that millennial, like, multicultural subset by 2024. So the millennial population is just going to continue to take over the United States and probably the world. And so we wanted to bring content from our perspective as millennials, as first generation Americans, as college grads, as activists, as life strategists. Like, we want to share all this information with you in a way that is really fun and easy to understand. And we want you to, you know, feel like you can trust us and like you have a friend in us, and we're here to serve you guys and provide some of the, you know, share some insights that it took us a long time to learn, or some, you know, not so great experiences. Yes. And we want you to thrive.
Yeah, multicultural millennials are the next wave generation that we are going to be making the decisions. We are going to be taking over, and older generations are going to move on. And so we have to make sure we're well positioned, well knowledgeable of the steps and what it takes to really bring our best. There's a lot of negativity around being a millennial and being lazy and all of that. And the truth is that we've just been in a position where the market's been so concentrated, the opportunities are not the same. But at the same time, I love our generation because we're so motivated, we're creating content. Yeah. We care about the issues around humanity and issues that really affect this country. So we have so much that we can bring. Yeah. We just have to make sure that we take the right avenues and find out the best way to deliver them. Mm-hmm. So that we can come off with the intention that we have of really just being better for the world.
That's right. And I think, you know, this is really special for me because it almost feels like I get to be an online mentor. Like, we get to be online mentors when, you know, both of us had, you know, mentors that had a huge impact on our lives, that actually changed the course of our lives. And so to be able to share that gift with others, with other students that are in high school or going to college or just starting in corporate or going, you know, from middle school to high school, it's all a transition, and we just want to be there for you and make sure that you know that you're not alone, that other people have gone through similar circumstances, some better, some worse, but there is no hierarchy in trauma. Everybody's trauma is equal. It's all the same. So, you know, don't worry about what you hear and the noise. Just stay focused on making yourself the best version of you that you can.
Absolutely. And for those of you watching who are teachers, educators, leaders in your business or your career, you can take what you're learning here with us and bring it to your staff, bring it to your students, bring it to everyone else. And so make sure that you have a notebook, pen and paper. It is so powerful to write things down, to see your own writing. It gets into the mind. So whenever you get to sit down and watch this for 10 minutes or so, you'll be well prepared, because it's so easy with so much content out there.
Yeah,
and
there's
a
so
lot
much
of it
information.
and a lot of it that isn't even of substance. Like sometimes we're watching, cat videos for like an hour. This is going to be very different. This will definitely require your focus and your commitment to becoming a better person. So definitely, we highly encourage pen and paper for you to write things down, so that later on you can go back and read it and just take it all in and make it part of your life.
Yeah, and I love that. Like, let's just kick it off with one tip in terms of helping your memory.
Yes.
Like Maribel said, writing things down and having your body see it and your eyes see it in your handwriting is extremely important for you to learn and to remember. And knowledge is pretty much useless if you don't remember what you learned. So one way to help improve your memory is by writing things down, and that way also there's something called cellular memory, so your body will remember it even better because you're writing it down versus typing or putting it on your phone in a note. So we highly encourage that you actually take physical notes, and also write your affirmations in your own handwriting and say them out loud, so that your body hears your voice saying it, because you're the most powerful tool in the toolkit for yourself. Nobody else can have a bigger impact than you.
Yeah, and sometimes that is difficult to accept, because you're always like, no, well, this person should be making me happy, or it's because of this person that I turned out this way. There's no power in that. There's so much power when you just take responsibility for your life and you create, like everything you need to do to just get to the next level.
Yeah.
And so I'm just really happy to be sharing everything. And also, we want to take your feedback. We want to hear your stories. We really are going to value that from you as a community, is to let us know, hey, can you talk about this? Hey, can you share my story? Or whatever you want to share with us. We're so open, and we're here for you. So
we're very excited to be launching Hoy en Tomorrow, and we already have a bunch of episodes ready to go, so stay tuned. Be sure to follow us here on our YouTube channel. And again, submit any questions or comments or feedback on our social media. We'll be checking that out, and we want to make sure that we do answer viewer questions and make sure that we're adding value to your everyday, to your routines. And again, welcome to Hoy en Tomorrow. We are so excited.
We're so excited. Welcome, and follow us Hoy en Tomorrow until the next episode.